Hello everybody and welcome back into Green Hell into another base walk around. This build, for those of you who were watching when I was trying to scope out a location for this, what was referred to at the time as a pyramid build. I wanted to build a base with a pyramid shape and I walked around so far. This is the direct build that followed the previous one at the Big Lagoon. So I started there walking around trying to find a location for this, and I went so many places and nowhere was big enough, and I ended up back here because I was going back to my cocaine camp that was here, and I stumbled across this little area here which is just down from the here. Actually, we're just in here. The grapple point's just over there to the left, and the tribal camp is just over there to the right. So we're in a little indent here. And I thought, oh, that looks really good. So I started here, and it ended up going not too bad with the original frames. Although I'd wanted to go 5 frames wide, and I couldn't fit it. So I ended up having to go 4 frames, and to be honest, I don't think it would have made much difference. Maybe it would now, I don't know. I might try it again at another location sometime down the line. But anyway, so as you can see, there's the river there, so close to water for mud. Not that I used a great deal here. I wanted I didn't want the mud roofs here. I wanted the green ones. The only mud I used was for these 2 things and a couple of sheds. So yeah, this place is overrun with peccaries as well, because this is a spawn point for them, so they do spawn into the base. So anyway, this of all the bases I've done, this was the worst one. I don't like how it turned out at all. It is nothing worked how I wanted it to, and it's just pretty ugly, to be brutally honest. So I did the minimum out. I had a small bed out here while I was building. I built the shed because I knew it was near the end of the dry season. The end of the wet season, and I wanted to get a shower built so I didn't have to keep running. I know it's really, really close, but I didn't want to keep running down there quickly to have a shower when I needed to eat. So just built that. Did get these filled before the end of the wet season, which was a blessing. So the reason I wanted a 5 wide one is because I wanted the entrance right in the middle, and then I wanted 2 frames on each side, but it didn't go that way. So in we come, and I've even got Wilson down here. I bought him from the cocaine camp, which is around the corner. I will say the cocaine camp that's around the corner is technically the one that you've seen. However, I ended up having to save it onto a different save file because that file... Look, let's just say when the regrowth came in, it caused issues on a lot of my save files. And this is actually a save file that once I've recorded this, I am deleting this entire save file. My cocaine camp and at the other camp that is over there, all the bushes, the coca bushes that are there, they grew back into the camp. And I can't cut them down again to clear the base out. So the entire base is just full of coca plants as well as my built base. And I can't cut the coca plants down. The glitch that happened when the regrowth came in completely screwed up. This space had stuff in it as well, like little tufts of grass that you can cut down, the little undergrowth bits. They respawned in here as well, so I had to cut stuff down in here, which was possible, but it is not possible over at the cocaine camp. I can't hit any of the plants to get rid of them, so this entire save file is buggered, which is a real pity because, just quickly going upstairs, this save file has 2 pots there. This save file has 4 metal pots on it from the glitch. I don't know where the other 2 are. They might be downstairs somewhere. From the glitch that happened at Delta Camp. Oh, here they are. I've got 4 metal pots. The Delta Camp glitch where you could keep going back to Delta Camp and grabbing another pot because they kept respawning. Yeah, my one save file that has the 4 pots is corrupted, kind of. I guess I could go to the Spirits of Amazonia side of things and start there with 4 pots, but the 4 pots used to be like the holy grail of things, but the turtle shells hold 25 water, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, enough of that. So I encountered issues here from the start because of the slope that I'm in. It is an indent, so I was able to get all the frames up, which was fine. I was able to get the sheds up, which was fine. The shed frames, which was fine. I could only put in the actual mud sheds on these 2 front ones. Nowhere else I could probably show you. It wouldn't take them anywhere else because of, I'm assuming it's the gradient. See there, yes there, no there, no, yes. It was so randomized that I couldn't have them in any type of something that was even around the base to make it look kind of symmetrical, so I didn't bother. I just did those 2 at the front as the openings, and that was it. So that was one issue that I had there because I'd wanted to put them all in, so that was one problem. What else happened down here? Not a lot much happened inside, but on the outside I usually build in palm leaves, you'll notice, because I like the look of those. But here I went with banana leaves because I was trying to go for a smoother look for my pyramid. So yep, we go all around the base and we're fine until this one here. I went to put the banana leaf roof on and it told me I had to build a shed first, but the shed was clearly there. Couldn't put banana leaf, couldn't put palm leaf. The only roof it would accept was this horrible mud one, which completely ruined the look. I wanted to try and put a planter here to put a big tree in here to cover it up. That didn't work, so I was stuck with an ugly mud roof. This was the only garden I built, and this was mainly so I could. I bought a couple of these with me to plant, and that was it. And just one banana tree because there wasn't. They're on the other side of the tribal base, but I needed something closer. This tree was excellent though because it is a blue mushroom, a blue indigo tree, and this actually was very handy. I'm glad I didn't have to cut it down. So yeah, so the bottom was a bit disappointing and it's very bland, as you can see. There was only so much I could do with the height issues I had here, so it ended up just being storage. So all right, I'll build my bed upstairs. This was all supposed to be sheds as well, but look at this. This, I couldn't even snap the sheds into the frames. Got them there, got them there, got them there, and then this side, it wouldn't even snap into place. So I thought, oh, geez, what is it now? Do I have 3 sides with frames and 1 not? So I thought, no, it'll look weird. I was trying to go for a symmetrical pyramid shape, so didn't do all of those. Never figured out the issue with that. So this just came, again, a bit of storage. All 4 corners, though, I put plants on, which was just for prettiness sake, I guess. Oh, excellent. There's some off meat. Brilliant. Then up to the top, and this was where my problem really started. Now, I knew with the 4x4 base that I would be able to put in this one frame in the middle to give it a pyramid looking roof-ish, which is I was able to do. And then I wanted to put the sheds off the sides, which I've been able to do on other builds. Oh, then this one, it wouldn't let me do it with logs. I had to go, how far was it? All this, because this here, I'd already built bases, so all the bamboo here was gone. I had to, oh, that's right, I walked all the way up to here to build, to bring logs back, bamboo logs, just so I could get this top part done. That's how far I went for logs. And it caused issues because, as you can see here, whoops, let's get it out. The legs poked through, which they'd never done on any of the other builds where I'd tried this trick. So that limited what I could put in some of these spots as well, because these were poking down and I couldn't put stuff in where I wanted to. So this was, I will just purely say this base was a disaster. I mean, I thought the last one, it looks pretty from the outside at least. That's what it's got going for it. But there is pretty much nothing about this base that I like. It's ugly. Nothing worked as I wanted it to. It was just, I started it and I wanted to get it done to see what it would look like. Oh, that's an awful lot of those. That's why I probably got them from that tree outside. It was nasty. That was the word for it, nasty. And, yep. So once this video is done, I will actually be deleting this save file because, yeah, it's corrupted in places that I just can't fix anyway. And I'm not sure how the regrowth has gone here because of that strange issue with the coca plants not being able to be cut down. I think there might just be an overall bit of a corruption with this save file. So that's it for this base. It looks, I will say, I think this is a terrible looking base. That's not a bad view. I'll give you that. That view there's not bad. Probably the back view's not bad as well. I think that other side view is better because it's from a height. Yeah, I think because you're up on this hill bit here, I think it looks a little bit better. Yeah, it does. It's not quite so ugly there. But that's... I'm not sure what weapons I had on me. That's it. Not a nice build. Frustrations pretty much from the word go with this one. You could do a different type of build here. It would be wonderful for a regular build, but not for what I was looking for. So if I attempt a pyramid style build again, it will have to be somewhere bigger. And that's flat all round as well. But I might attempt that one day. I could do that even at the airfield. Although I don't want to bother bringing mud up from Anaconda Island like I've done before. That is something I've done. I did start building at the airfield once a long time ago with mud. Very long process. I had a few issues with that save file during one of the updates. It didn't work for a long time. Haven't tried it for a long time. I suppose I could, actually. But yes, this was a disappointments build. I'm going to say that right now. This was the one that made me leave the main map and go and build on Spirits of Amazonia map, to be honest. Yeah, so, well, I hope you enjoyed looking at the build, at the video. I can't say you'll have enjoyed the build itself because it's a bit rough, definitely. But thank you all for joining me for this one, and I promise the next two are much nicer builds, and they were a lot more fun to do as well. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll catch you all again soon. Bye.